Autistic memes. Since I have been diagnosed with autism, I have found it so incredibly therapeutic to find the humor in my experience and so many other people's experiences. There is a thread on Reddit, which, first off, Reddit is just such an amazing platform. Such a therapeutic platform all around autistic memes. And so today I thought it would be incredibly entertaining. You know, last week's video was quite an intense, vulnerable video for me to film. And so I thought I would make it just a little bit more lighthearted. So let's get into it. So the first meme that we've got here is, what songs do you think would be on this album? Now that's what I call autism. And the thing that got me was this comment right here. It's the same song on repeat. That sums up my experience to a T. My special interest very much is linked to music, as a lot of people's is. It provides certainty, it provides familiar noise. And let me just show you guys this. So around 2 weeks ago now, I stumbled across what I will now describe as my favorite band as an ad on Instagram, the Home Team. Wow, I'm obsessed. I have this app right here, and basically it tells me what I've been listening to the most on my Spotify. If I show you guys my top artists for the last 180 days, the Home Team is very, very close to my top artists. Within 2 weeks, I have listened to their songs 426 times. So yes, that meme is highly accurate in my case. Thought y'all might appreciate the shirt I made. Please just say if you are flirting with me. I can never tell. After last week's video, I think that yeah, this is definitely a shirt that would have helped me greatly in the bartending role. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you're in the mood for some heavy shit, I recommend last week's video. I'll link it down below. That is so true though. For autistic people, we just cannot pick up when people are actually flirting with us because we're so heightened. Our experience is just so heightened on ourselves and our own behavior and fitting in with the people that we're around. So I might need this shirt made. How social interactions look. How social interactions feel. I love it. I love it so much. The girl in the first photo smiling and laughing and very much exaggerated happiness. I mean, that's why I think I always get told, but you don't look autistic. Like, yeah, I freaking know. It's a very internalized experience and a very intense chess game of back and forth, what to say, what's the best thing to say, what's the best move to make in the conversation, what's going to get me brownie points and what's going to make me friends. Why do you think I started a YouTube channel where I don't actually have to talk to anyone? I can just be sitting on the computer and actually have time to think about what I'm going to say. It's still a mystery to me as to why I was diagnosed at age 25, but I digress. My friend's little brother, non-verbal, used to hide people's shoes if he liked the person because it meant they had to stay longer. That's so cute. The more difficult it was to find your shoes, the more he liked you. One day my cousin came over and she was a bitch. When it was time to leave, my friend's brother handed her shoes directly to her and she went on and on about how he must have a crush on her because he helped her. That is so amazing. I know that this is like a funny type of post, but I actually marvel at the non-verbal communication that autistic people have. Like, that's so endearing. Can actually just go such a long way in a conversation. You can really feel people's love when their communication styles are very different and they, you know, put themselves out there and make themselves vulnerable. Like, that can mean a lot. I think that's just a really cute post. Me right before a large social gathering. How to be normal for beginners. I love as well, just a side note, that this is a SpongeBob meme because SpongeBob was very much a special interest of mine, as it was many other children's. If they had a book that had that title, you best believe it would be in my collection. When you're publicly high functioning despite your overwhelming mental illness, so people feel comfortable demanding a large amount of emotional labor from you and then get mad when you don't deliver because all your effort and ability is already being exhausted maintaining your high functioning public persona. my dear friend, I think that meme was possibly one of the best definitions of what the autism experience is for me. That sums it up. That's it. I need to save that, because when I've told people I have autism and they don't know what it is and they say, what's that? Don't know what to tell them. And if they say, like, how does it impact you? The better question for me is, how does it not affect me? Because it's the foundation of how I think. It's the foundation of who I am. So that, I love that. Thanks, Reddit. Your Kentucky Derby horse name is a symptom of one of your mental illnesses plus the last thing you ate. My Kentucky Derby horse name would be Catastrophizing Pringles. Quite a mouthful to say. I'm not sure that would be the winner. Being autistic is seeing your childhood friends grow up without you and you being left behind. Oof, this is very much my experience as well, and I know so many other people. It's feeling like the aging is a lot more regressed. So as a child, as a 5-year-old, I have vivid memories of seeing adults talk down to me, talking to me like a child. See how I even worded it? Talk down to me like I was less than? Because that's how I viewed it. I viewed it as like, why are you talking to me like I'm a child? Because I'm not. I'm very much an adult and very aware of everything you're doing. And now at age 27, I'm like, can I go back to that time? Man, I'm 27 going on freaking 10. Autism is not caused by genetics. Autism is caused by toxicity. People with autism heal when they detox accumulated heavy metals and toxins, eat high-quality real whole foods, don't get treated like they're stupid, stop receiving vaccines, connect with nature, don't drink tap water, barefoot ground. I really like this because it is such a play on of the conspiracists. They believe certain things cause the tism, as they say. And I love this person's quote back to this meme. Can confirm I'm taking vaccines and using shoes to gain more autism. Fuck, I love people. People are just the comedians of the world, I tell you. Oh, now this one is too relatable. If you ever want to know what it's like to be my boyfriend or somebody I'm dating, or even a friend, I want to see you tonight. I have you scheduled for Friday, you know that. I have just started putting myself out there into dating again, which has been an interesting experience. The last person who I was dating, this was the downfall of that situation. And this really soothes me because this validates, okay, autism spray, any character I like. I also really like that the character in this meme is a Littlest Pet Shop character, which yes, I did have, and yes, was a special interest of mine. I don't know if that's what they're referring to, that this was a character that autistic children like. It's like we do become the character, we become what we love. I was laughing about that concept with my brother the other day. How many tabs do you have open on your phone? I misclicked on one of my 150 open tabs and it happened to be a tab that's been open since 2019 with a paper that has a solution to the exact research problem I've been puzzling over today. This is the moment I've been waiting for and I've decided to never close any tabs again. For reference, let's see how many I have. 14 tabs open and have been open since about a year ago. So, yep, that one rips me to shreds. My kidnapper's returning me back after listening to me talk about blank for 2 hours. Anything music related, these days, anything the band, the home team. I was up probably for about 5 hours last night watching every bit of content that is online around the band, the home team. When you decided to go out but then you regret it, nothing to say there other than accurate, and you have to like build up the courage. Or even worse, when you're feeling like really sociable, you're in a sociable mood and you agree to something like 2 weeks in advance, and then when it comes you're like, oh shit, why did I do that? How I see the world after finding something new to obsess over. I genuinely think these memes are calling me out because that's how I was at Euphoria last night. As I told you, 5 hours into researching my band, absolute euphoria, giggling, little girl, the dumbest shit you've ever seen. But for me, it feels like utter heaven. That's happiness to me. Not partying on a Saturday night. absolutely obsessing over lines in a song or interviews that the band had. How my 50-plus-year-old co-workers would react if they made the mistake and asked me, what music are you listening to? This person is referring to how they would react if you told them the 2 hours of information you learned the night before. And that's what my family and friends have to deal with on a regular basis. Sentenced to sit by the bad kids in class because you're quiet and focus on work so you'll rub off on them. Yeah, that was the experience. I mean, I was such a good student. The mask was very, very real in my schooling experience, and it never fucking worked. That never worked. They just became bullies. They would just terrorize you and make your schooling experience that much worse. It does feel like you're being taken out to the portals of hell. So there you guys go. I'm going to leave it there today, partly because I don't want to inundate you with memes, but also my camera is running flat. Really hope you guys had a good laugh, especially if you can relate to some of these, or you have, like, I don't know, a family member that you can see that they do these things. I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more neurodivergent autistic content, my social medias are down below. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.